After a difficult week spent recovering from illness, country music superstar Luke Bryan made a poignant return to the stage last night. He performed in front of thousands of fans at the Coastal Credit Union Music Park in Raleigh, North Carolina. There, he was able to show his appreciation for his fans. The singer, who is famous for songs such as Country Girl, Shake It For Me, and Play It Again, revealed to the audience that he was not 100%, but expressed gratitude for their everlasting support. This exemplified the tenacity and connection with fans that have been the defining characteristics of his career. On his Mind of a Country Boy tour, Bryan, who is 49 years old, had to postpone 2 of his gigs because he became unwell with what he referred to as a nasty bug. Concern was expressed by fans in response to the announcement of the cancellations, which were made on social media. The generally vivacious singer rarely takes a break from the spotlight. In a statement that was published on, Bryan expressed his regret, saying, "Y'all, I'm so sorry, but I've got to push back these shows. Having been knocked unconscious by this bug, it will take me a few days to recover back to my normal level of power. The promise is that we will make amends for it." Since then, the dates that were originally slated to take place in Charlotte and Virginia Beach have been rescheduled, and Bryan has assured his fans that he is ready to return. Despite the fact that the singer's magnetism and stage presence remained irresistible, he was frank about his rehabilitation throughout the performance that took place last night. This was the first performance to take place since the health scare. Beginning the performance with a stripped-down acoustic rendition of Knockin' Boots, Bryan addressed the audience with the charm that is characteristic of this Southern upbringing. He then proceeded to say, "I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not 100% yet, but there was no way I was missing this," which elicited numerous applause from the audience. "Your energy's gonna carry me through tonight." By transforming vulnerability into a shared experience, Bryan was able to demonstrate his capacity to connect with his audience during that particular time. A selection of his most popular songs, such as Huntin', Fishin', and Lovin', Every Day, One Margarita, and Rain Is a Good Thing, were included in the playlist, which was designed to appeal to the audience. Fan reactions, on the other hand, revealed some slight variances in Bryan's performance. During some of the more vocally challenging tracks, he relied heavily on his band and backup singers, and his high-energy dancing skills were brought down to a more manageable level. He drank some water and joked about how "this is my glamorous life now. Hydratin' like it's my job." This occurred during a break in the middle of the program. The audience became even more enamored of him as a result of his humor and honesty, and they sang along enthusiastically to show their support for their idol. According to sources close to the artist, Bryan was suffering a serious respiratory infection that necessitated him to rest and seek medical assistance. However, Bryan's team has not divulged the specifics of his sickness, claiming privacy concerns as the reason. In view of the fact that Bryan is well known for his unwavering dedication to his craft, the decision to postpone gigs was not made lightly. Throughout the course of the last 10 years, he has managed to keep a demanding schedule by juggling his duties as a judge on American Idol with his touring and recording obligations. The illness provided the celebrity with a rare opportunity to take a break, since he has been candid about the demands that come with his work and the significance of maintaining a low profile. A recent interview that Bryan gave to Rolling Stone allowed him to reflect on the difficulties he faces in keeping his health when he is on the road. "Touring's tough, late nights, travel, and trying to stay in fighting shape for the fans," he explained to reporters. "But when you're down, you realize how much you lean on your team and your family." Bryan, who is a spouse to his wife Caroline and a father to 2 children, has frequently praised his family with helping him maintain his equilibrium. "She's been my nurse, my cheerleader, and my kick in the pants to get back out here," he said in a shout-out to Caroline, who was in the crowd during the show that took place the night before. A noticeable amount of support was shown by the crowd in Raleigh, with supporters holding up signs that said, "Get well soon, Luke," and "We love you, LB," respectively. Sarah Mitchell, a fan who came all the way from Atlanta to attend the event, expressed her admiration for Luke by saying, Luke has always been honest with us, so hearing him say another individual who was present, Jake Thompson, remarked on the emotional impact that the performance had. You could tell he was pushing through, but it made the night special, like we were all in it together. In a business where performers frequently feel pressured to be invincible, Bryan's candor about the challenges he faces with his health is something that resonates. Bryan's willingness to confess that he is not 100% strikes a chord with fans as well as peers in the country music industry. The music industry has seen its fair share of performers struggle with the physical and mental toll of continual touring. Miranda Lambert, another country music singer, wrote on her Instagram account, "Luke, you are a warrior. In the near future, grab some rest and get back to shaking it for us." A number of other musicians, such as Thomas Rhett and Kelsey Ballerini, have also communicated their message of support to the public during his rehabilitation. The Mind of a Country Boy tour, which began earlier this year, has been one of Bryan's most ambitious tours to date, with over 30 performances spread out across the United States of America and Canada. The tour demonstrates his development as an artist by combining his roots in party songs with more introspective ballads such as "Most People Are Good" and "What She Wants Tonight." All of these songs are part of the tour. Bryan is still dedicated to delivering for his fans, many of whom view him as the approachable everyman of country music. This is despite the fact that he is now battling an illness. His songs frequently extol the simple pleasures of a cool beer on a Friday night, the simple joys of love, and the life of a small town, all of which are topics that truly relate with his audience. There was a melancholy ballad about loss and reflection that Bryan sang as the rally event was coming to a conclusion. The song was "Drink a Beer," and it was sung as an encore. Given the recent challenges he has faced, the song took on a greater significance, and the response from the audience was electric, with many people singing along with tears in their eyes. Bryan was about to begin the final chorus when he stated, "This one's for y'all, for sticking with me," and then he began singing. The incident exemplified the unwavering sense of commitment that exists between the artist and his devoted followers, a connection that has sustained him over nearly 20 years of public attention. Bryan's management has confirmed that he is now receiving medical advice to take it easy, and additional rest days have been incorporated into the tour schedule in order to accommodate this advice. Fans are looking forward to watching Bryan perform at his full capacity at the rescheduled gigs in Charlotte and Virginia Beach, which are slated to take place the following month respectively. At this time, the singer is concentrating on his recuperation while simultaneously attempting to keep his relationship with his audience. Before he left the stage, he told the rally crowd, "You'll give me life." The crowd responded, "I'll be back to 100% real soon, I promise." Luke Bryan's return to the stage, despite the fact that it was not without difficulties, served as a potent reminder of his tenacity and genuine approach to life. Not only does his willingness to display vulnerability boost his reputation, but it also strengthens his legacy in an era where performers are often expected to represent perfection. As he continues his tour, fans from all over the country will definitely be cheering for their favorite country boy to make a full recovery that will allow him to shake it for them once more.